Yep, I knew that was gonna happen. What's good, Mo? Started like 8:15, 8:17-ish, 8:15 probably. Hope everybody had a great week. Anybody that had to go to work, I hope everybody has been safe. What's up, bro? Whatnot. We're really getting down to crunch time. If you're in right now, if you can send the live out, that would be much appreciated. Yeah. Taking all new dialogue.
GoldenNuggetCasino.com for.
Gotta love ads. What's up, bro? What's up, bro? But yeah, just a couple updates for everybody. We, obviously in the beginning of the show, we do housekeeping things. If you've been seeing on the Instagram the last couple of weeks, we've been adding pieces of content through different days. Monday, as you know, is Cozy Quote. Tuesday, this has been, the Ask Cozy has been received very well. Wednesday, we have Word of the Week. And then on Thursdays, yesterday, I just put down the first hashtag Cozy question. So hopefully, throughout the week, people will be able to answer that, share their experiences. I can share mine, bounce ideas off of each other, brainstorm, just stay on the right track or whatever we got to do. I feel like, it's not more so one person's like working and everybody's like observing. I feel like everybody's working on something. And, everybody, they spend so much time on their own stuff. So when they're able to put their head up for a little bit, look out, what's going on around the landscape, to see other people working and working on valuable stuff, it keeps you honest. So that's what we do here at this show. That's what we do on the page. That's what we do all week. And we just build up the equity throughout. We're just going to keep rocking. And tomorrow we'll be announcing a great event. Friday doesn't have a day yet. Right now, Friday is held for the show, but over the next couple weeks, we're going to be playing a big event on IG Lives. It's going to be a great opportunity to network, win some prizes. It's going to be a big day. So we're going to see that announcement tomorrow. Oh yeah, of course, I got you, Boat. Yeah, I'm going to talk about all that. I got a guest on here as well. Eni, if he's still on here, he'll be on. We'll be discussing all of that much in much more detail. So I'm glad you asked about that. Thank you. So other updates. So you see that on my page. We will be having a big announcement tomorrow. Follow me on Facebook, Clyde KillebrewIV. Follow me on YouTube at CozyClyde TV on YouTube. I didn't get to it this week, but I will right after this show. I'll be uploading a new video on YouTube. Every week we try to get at least one video added to the repertoire. That way we have a catalog of content for new viewers. That way they're not just watching a 4-minute video and that's all we offer. You know what I mean? So we'll be having a new YouTube video out, CozyClyde TV. And if you haven't already done so, which I know most of you have on here already, go to my SoundCloud and follow me on there at CozyClyde. That's where you can find all my music. There will be a lot more music on there by the end of the year, but there will be plenty of announcements about that over the next couple weeks. My bad. Whew. You ever just woke up, you have a great nap, you just got to get back into the swing of things. That's where I'm at right now. I had a great nap today. Had a lot of work over the week, so being able to relax and kind of regroup, that was dope. So, shout out to Not Many Are Like Us too. Shout out to Sicklerville. Got a lot of great content creators, a lot of great content creators, and a lot of great fashion designers, a lot of merchandise, a lot of apparel. There's a lot. Many Sicklerville people are doing their thing, so I just show love. Appreciate them. But without further ado, we'll get right to the show. Talk about a couple things we discussed over the week. Before I discuss the nonprofit, I actually wanted to discuss a conversation I had with my boy Kurt. I think this was either yesterday or the day before. I asked him, I was like, yo, Kurt, because Kurt, that's my boy. He's a hard worker just like I am. So anytime we're able to, sit down and bounce ideas off of each other and brainstorm, I'll take the opportunity to learn. So I had to ask him, I was like, yo, Kurt. He was like, yo. I was like, yo, Kurt, what's your take on patience versus impatience? Do you ever feel like you're in a place where you're impatient? And he agreed. He say, for the most part, in the past, he would be impatient about what's going on, but he's growing a lot more mature, and he's growing to understand the importance of patience. So let's talk about that real quick. Patience to me, I think patience to y'all as well, is, the ability to have delayed gratification, the ability to wait for things to come to you and not force the issue. Impatience is obviously the opposite. Impatience deals with, lack of attention to detail, rushing things, stressing out over things that haven't come to your fruition yet, things like that. So we had a great talk about that. We discussed, the importance of understanding, why certain times we are impatient, why sometimes we end up going into a mode where we're trying to force reality to happen before it actually does. And I noticed that about myself. Yo, what's up, Blink? Shout out, Blink. What's up, bro? Thank you for coming through. I talked about that with myself a little bit over the last couple weeks because, obviously with everything going on, and also understanding like this is senior year. When you're a senior, either in high school or college, you have that time where you're like, man, I just really want to find out quickly where my next destination is going to be, or how this year is going to play out. So I've been in situations where I've stressed myself out. It wasn't even outward experiences or circumstances that put me in a bad spot, but I was noticing that I was trying to rush things really, really, really quickly. I would try to make big events that needed months and months to plan. I would try to get them done in a matter of weeks or days. And I've noticed I was doing that to overcompensate for the fact that I didn't really have a plan set for myself. I didn't really have an idea of what I wanted to complete after, high school, and then after college in 4 years, and after, your job is complete or internship is done. And I feel like we've been in situations a lot where we get a position at a job, or we get a position in school, or we might be a student in school or a student to our own business, and we want all the answers really, really fast. We want all the answers to the point where we're willing to have unnecessary conflict with other people, conflict with ourselves, bad self-image, bad self-talk, negative self-talk. That's a big thing. I talked to Eni about this earlier today, talking about protecting your energy. Oftentimes, we talk about protecting energies from other people. That's important, but also, which is much more important because it's a 24/7 thing in your body and your mind, is having a great relationship and great energy within yourself, and understand that while you can be your best friend, you can also be your worst enemy. Example of mine is, sophomore year of college, when I once again was trying to overcompensate. I was really impatient about what was going on. I would constantly try to add on new tasks to my to-do list. I would try to add on like new things to brag about to people, and it ended up burning me out in the end. You get burned out. I feel like every content creator had that experience where they've been burnt out. They've been trying to do something toward their passion that really wasn't guided to where they needed to get in their purpose. A job may have been stopping them from completing, some content for themselves, or putting out content for other people to notice. And by the way, when I say content because that's what's, geared to my life at the moment. So sometimes in your case, if you're working at a job, or if you have a career guide, if it's law school or medicine, content can be, a big task or a big group project, that y'all have to get done. So when I say content, that can try to put it into your own head. It's not just specifically geared to me. You know what I mean? This can be related to y'all as well. Just take it into wherever you can best relate to it. You know what I mean? So talking about patience once again. So Kurt, he shared something real with me. He said, I had to understand the negative effect of being impatient, of wanting things too fast. And the big thing that he brought up was there were times where he would ask for something, or he would be impatient for something and rush it, and it would actually come to fruition, and it was nothing like how he envisioned it to be, how he envisioned his mood to be right when he got it. I know a couple people follow the law of attraction, so we know the main point of law of attraction is understanding you have to put yourself in that position of already having what you are seeking before it comes to you. So say if you want to be a big rock star or a big rap artist, you've always been the same ever since high school, bro. Always been bringing new innovative ideas to the table. Keep the grind, bro. Yes, patience is key. Yes, sir. Shout out Jason, bro. I appreciate that. Ayo, Jason. Shout out Love Me No More. I appreciate that, bro. For real. That was tough. For real. Yeah. Took me out. I had to show love. Nah, no doubt. It would, you're impatient and you get what you want. Oh, law of attraction. So you have to get into a space where you already have what you're seeking. You already have what you're wishing for and envisioning in yourself. You put yourself in that mindset of how would I feel if I got it already, and then things start to come to you. I chalk it up to the Most High and God. So, but if y'all have different mindsets or different motivations, that's fine as well. So protecting that energy, I personally myself, I can't put myself in a place where I'm blaming other outside factions or people or ideas for why I can't get where I want to go. Because I know that's cute for social media and that's cute for like the ego. But when you're saying the same thing for 6 months and there's no movement, it's only stagnation. And on top of that, you're being impatient with stagnation because you're not really looking towards yourself and what you could be getting done. That's a recipe for disaster. But yo, I peep y'all pressing the heart button, man. So please keep pressing that heart button. Request if you want to get on real quick. I'm gonna throw on some more music. We had a great dialogue. I don't want to keep rambling on. We're gonna throw some more music on. Hit that heart button for me. Send that live out to people that you feel need this discussion. And thank you to everybody I see. I seen a couple donations over the show, so I appreciate that. Let's keep rocking out though. Let's keep rocking out. We'll play some Cozy. Play some Cozy real quick. It's been a little bit. We're gonna play. I haven't played this in a while. Might do Matrimony. Yeah, we're gonna play Matrimony. It's been a little bit. Shout out Blair. Yo, bro, I got you right after this songs. Now I'm gonna add you right in. Thanks for requesting. Much appreciated. This song is called Matrimony off the Cozy Season tape.
When it comes to making dreams, I'm just way quick to assume that I got it. You like a bride bragging about the groom. Got fireworks in the sky and the roses in the room. Didn't mean special occasion, I don't want to grab a broom. And I'm grateful for a clean bill of health. And I don't gotta brag, cause it's speaking for itself. They gel. The quicker it come, the quicker it go. I know this, but she'll be the one and she'll be the bomb like Lotus.
Chocolate, 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 thunder.
It's in the cup. Yeah, shout out to those that got it. But today it's just juice. Today's just juice. I mean, I got a little, just a little something to make it, groovy, but I got water as well. I'm still waking up.
A bad hoe with an eyebrow. Hit her with this tongue, make her eyes fold. I fly swiftly, come get with me quickly. I play around. You ain't a bitch, but you haven't.
I got a crown though. I don't even have pen right now. Shout out Frank. What's up, bro? Shout out Special Boss Talk. You already know.
But I be tripping if I asked you if you love me. Yes, I will be tripping. I'm sipping on something bubbly. You feel that feeling, we in it, you getting touchy. It ain't no rushing, you and I need a discussion. I know you feeling a nigga, why is you frontin'? Let me get all out my fucking bag real quick. Baby, I'm trying to wife you. Corny shit, I really like you. You seem like the type to give me all I could ever need. I'm trying to.
We got shit to establish. And you so fine like an actress. And you looking so attractive. You make me want to do some backflips. You said you about your education. So I told her, baby, have some patience. She addicted to the fragrance. And now she talking no interrogation.
Yes, sir. That song's called Matrimony. Hold up. Hopefully he can. Hopefully. If not, we'll just keep playing music. It's all good. Thank you to everybody that showed out tonight once again. If it's your first time here, you're a part of the Cozy Show. Yo.
Good.
Yo, you got
good, bro.
Yo, you got connection? Yo, you can hear me?
Is it good? Like, is it lagging?
I can hear
Is
you
it
now.
lagging?
It might be, but we'll work with it.
I try to get with Bond like a couple of weeks ago. He's doing the same thing, so I don't know. It might be my Wi-Fi. I don't know.
It's all good. I can hear you. But what's up, bro? For the new people on, introduce yourself real quick, man.
My name is Edie. I can't really say I do anything right now, but I do have stuff planned for the fall. That includes YouTube. I do have music in the future that probably won't be at the fall. And I'm probably trying to get on Twitch too, and TikTok and whatever. You know,
Word up.
just trying to get into some stuff.
Yes, sir.
It's never too late to start. Feel me?
100%. 100%. We know that. Content creators know that the most. You know. So my first question to you, Eni, bro. We talk behind the scenes. You know how you do sports. You talk behind the scenes before you get on the show. You had a lot of great insight. You know, it felt like you were on a great journey over the last year. So I wanted you to kind of touch on it from the basic standpoint, and we'll build up throughout the conversation.
All right.
Yeah, what's up, bro?
Let me think. I think I can start with like I'm gonna just give like you mind if I give like a little scenario type thing of one thing that happened. All right, so I was with like a group of friends, and it wasn't really like bad people or nothing. It was like they was cool, and I really like found out like little drama, like small little drama and rumors and stuff, especially when like in my own experience, when you hang out with like girls that are younger, I guess like there's like communication is a big problem that like they don't really show communication a lot. You feel what I'm saying? Like I feel like girls that are older are a little bit better with communication than girls that are younger. Not like a little bit more generally. And that was like the main problem that came into like when I was dang, I just lost my whole thought. All right, so I would just say dang, bro, I'm fucking up. All right, so I would just say like the girl that I was hanging out with sort of like, let's say she sort of liked me, right?
Right.
You following? Am I liking her?
Nah, you cool.
All right, so the girl that there was like a couple like females or whatever that sort of like me. So there was like a couple. There was like a couple of females that sort of like me or whatever. But I had to like protect my own energy in the sense that like people are so easy to try to distract you from what you're trying to do, and you can be like, you might have your own goals or whatever, but people can easily be like, oh well, I don't know, he's lame or whatever. He's not trying to. He might be fake or whatever. Just simple, just like little shit or whatever. And you just gotta try to like focus on what you're trying to do. I know that sort of didn't come out right because like, I mean, I am a little nervous or whatever, but like I am thinking about all this shit that's going on. I'm trying not to say different stuff that I'm not trying to put on here or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to like.
Yeah. Well,
right.
I could ask more questions that just got like as a guide. So I would say when did you being aware of just what was going on around you like start up?
All right, so it happened like when I was with my roommates. Oh man, this is an interesting story. All right, and I should have started with this first, and I'm should start with this first.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just say that like there was weed in the room, right? And this was like I'm gonna just say this is like my first time ever actually getting high. Like I have like. I'm not saying like, do it or whatever, everyone has their decisions. I will say this, like anything that you do too much of that will have a bad effect on you. Right. So like a lot of things that I grew up hearing weren't exactly true. And the first time I really actually got high, like I started feeling shit that I've never felt before. But I feel like I'm a person that's really aware of what's going on a lot of times. So like, even though I had got high, like I was aware of like all these new different emotions and feelings that was going on that I was trying to explain it too fast. So everybody, like the three dudes that was around me, like I was just talking like really fast, like uncontrollably trying to explain like every single little thing. They just thought that I was gone.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like, then like 2 weeks later, I was still like having these feelings like, yo, damn, I'm really, for some reason I just had like this thing inside of me that was like, yo, you gotta like try to talk to people about this because like it's like this new feeling that you never felt before. So for some reason, my mouth went and told the wrong person, and one thing led to another. That thing went to one of the CAs, right? And once the CAs got hold of that information, they was like, oh, it came back to me. They was like, oh, and he snitched and all that stuff, and it was just a whole mess.
Right.
And the thing was, like, after one of my roommates, the dude that I mentioned, the thing was, after he had said, like, oh, you're a snitch, you're fake, you're a rat, all this stuff like that. It was like he tried to, like, make sure that people wouldn't talk to me no more. So he tried to go around and tell people certain shit about me and stuff. And for 2 weeks, people was like looking at me different and ignoring me and stuff. But like, the thing, I knew that I didn't like do anything intentional. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I didn't do anything intentional. Right. So like, I still stayed true to myself. Still, was talking to my regular strong folk around me and stuff. Still was doing my own thing. Still focused on my own grind. And that time came to pass. And those people that was looking at me different eventually just came back. Found out there was really nothing like wrong with me. That whatever I did, like, I wasn't intentional. Whatever, they all came back. And the same dude that was like, doing all that to me, and trust me, then 3 months after that whole situation, my roommates were just giving me hell. Like, it was just annoying. They were really acting childish. I'm not even gonna hold you. But after that whole situation, the one dude really like texted me after months and was like, I'm sorry for this and that. And this was like after I had left the room. He was like, I'm sorry about this and that. And he had like this whole outlook change about life and whatever. He was just like sharing all this stuff. And at first I didn't really want to, like, look at it and be like, I should just forget everything. You feel me? Because like, he sort of showed me his true colors after that whole situation happened. Like, he thought he was going to get in trouble. So he tried to make sure that he made my life miserable. Right.
Word.
And that didn't really work out. And then afterwards, like, I don't know, I guess he had like a whole change. What would you say I should have done in that situation? Like, after he had already texted me and said, like I'm sorry about this. But
I mean, I don't think it was really much you could do. I don't think it was something that you should or shouldn't have done. I don't think it was in your hands really to make that decision. You know what I mean? I think one, it was good that you understood within yourself that, you stayed true to yourself. You didn't do anything intentional with regards to any situation you were in. So I feel like that's one good part about the transition or moving along. It's not really anything you should do, but I would just take the fact that he came back around and said, I'm sorry for this, or whatever he had said, or kind of had a change of heart, that things are connected. I feel like the more you learn, the more people kind of learn more about themselves through you, So my second question, or one of the next questions I have for you, is in regards to, you said in the beginning, you didn't really have much that, like, as far as, like, you say you didn't have anything that you were doing at that point. We know that's not the case. I feel like we move every day. It's just outward, like publicly, you don't really have anything. But in regards to that,
do you mean like what I'm doing right now is what you're saying?
Yeah, I know you are doing stuff because we were having this conversation.
No, I am definitely like, all right, this is what I mean. It's like, how, like, I'm not gonna say like, oh, I started yet. I'm very calculated with everything I do. Like, I'm always, planning and noting and all that stuff. But I'm saying, like, I have to do that in order to make sure that when I do start, I'm consistent. Like, I don't want to start right now and then be like, okay, and then I don't like do something for a long time, and the next time I do it, it's like, it needs to be consistent. That's like, bottom line, it needs to be consistent for me, so I know that I'm gonna keep on.
Have you felt like in your life? I agree. Have you felt like in your life that you've been in situations where you haven't been able to be consistent the way you want it?
Always. It's all right. So like this year, like recently, I learned that I had ADHD, but like I didn't really care because I always had a way of dealing with that. Well, after high school, not before high school, but
right.
Yeah, I mean, like, it could be anything, bro. It could be, you could be having family issues. You could be uninspired. You could be having problems in school, whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, just daily problems might come in the way, and you just got to find ways to deal with them.
Word up though. Word. So you feel like with everything you learned for the past year, that what's coming up now is going to be complete. You're just going to be a completely different person.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I would say like I'm definitely way more into spirituality now.
Right.
You know, maintaining self-awareness. I do pay attention to that stuff now. I pay attention to my dreams too way more now. It's crazy. Last year, like that whole situation with the weed thing, that whole time I wasn't really like in my room at nighttime as much. Like I'd be in, you know, other people's rooms and stuff, and I would spend a lot of time in the study room, not exactly studying schoolwork or anything, but like basically I looked into the rabbit, like, you know how when they say that you step into the rabbit hole.
Of course. Yeah. Tricks up the
Yeah,
kids.
so that's basically what I did, and that shit fucked me up for like 3 months. Cause yeah, I mean that I don't know. That's something that's not really easy to explain, but I'm gonna just say like um my white roommate was the one that mentioned something to me about DMT, and I was like,
Mm.
I ain't never heard nothing like DMT. And I literally just went on a whole stream of YouTube videos of people's experiences, and that shit was just crazy. And then I did a whole project. I did a whole project on like sleep or whatever, and I had like an addition of DMT into it. It's like a psychology project. I mean, I did it the day of, but like, you know, I got extra on that shit. I don't know. But yeah, like that shit is crazy. I'm not even sure if I'd be able to explain that on here. I definitely say that if people do want to know about that, they should probably look at Shaman Oaks is one good dude that I know about that. His name is Shaman Oaks on YouTube. But yeah, you can find it anywhere on YouTube, to be honest. That's it's just deep. It's not like, now that I really looked at that, I'm not really afraid of things, like I'm not really afraid of death too much, because I know like it's a weird thing to say. People might be like, oh, it's kind of crazy, but like I don't feel like this is the first time I've been here anyways. You know what I mean?
Word.
So
You gotta talk to my boy Aaron. He be talking the same stuff y'all you be saying, just about regards to the spirituality tip. And I will say this too. I think when you start in the journey, and I think in the beginning, you are the main point that makes you feel like the way you are is the fact you may feel alone. You feel like you're not understood. People don't really grasp like the magnitude of the things you're learning. But day by day, you start to gravitate to the people that understand or are aware of things. I think that's just how energy works. The attraction energy works.
yeah,
Would you say?
most definitely.
Yeah. Would you say you've met a good group of people from that last couple of years?
Oh yeah. Wait, you said last couple of years, right?
Last year, my fault. Last year.
Yeah. Most definitely. I met this dude that I really, and it was crazy because this dude, like, we was around like a campfire, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we was like telling different stories and stuff, and just doing different things. And when it was like his turn, he started rapping in Nepal, and I'm like this man really started rapping in a whole nother language. We didn't even expect it. And then like we was talking afterwards, because like I was just really into that, and I just started talking to him afterwards. Come to find out, like we got like the similar favorite rappers and whatever. Then we went into the study room. We was talking for like 3 hours, like from 12 all the way to 3, and we didn't even feel like time had passed. It was just like a deep conversation where we just kept clicking on everything. So yeah, it was interesting. I still talk to the dude right now. I mean, like, he's definitely someone that stands out from everyone on that campus. So
That's good, bro. That's good. That's good. And you know, you say you went through 3 months, so you kind of in a kind of weird spot. Would you say you climbed out of that for the most part?
you talking about the 3 months, like when I was with you talking about when I went through the thing with the roommates?
You say you had 3 months. You said if it fucked you up. 3 months of the journey.
Well, that was like, man, talking about DMT and whatever, it's hard when you first start watching that stuff, because like, you know, a lot of people, it's gonna mess up what you've been taught from day one, you know, all the way to whenever. Like when you watch something like that, you're like, damn. Some people might be like, damn, I'm not gonna believe what it's saying, and some people might, I don't know, it might blow their minds or whatever. But like, I feel like it's just too much to just take in just by watching. I mean, they're just talking about some outer worldly experiences, like how people just be ball of lights of energies or something like that, and they be meeting entities and seeing all these other stuff that's just not of Earth. You feel what I'm saying? It's just not of here.
Right.
And sometimes it's different concepts. It's hard to grasp. I mean, like some people on their journeys, like when they talk to these entities, they don't actually talk. Like it's more like there's things being transferred back and forth. Like we call it like telepathy or whatever. We call it telepathy, but it's more things it's more like thoughts and images and colors and feelings, emotions being transferred back and forth without actually speaking. So like, I feel like that somewhat seems sort of like familiar when I hear something like that. But yeah, that might be hard for people to grasp, I guess.
It's all good. I think these conversations as well, and you could agree as well. I think with these conversations, the timestamps of the times you say certain things and you're able to see it come to fruition 4 or 5 months later, I think that's what it doesn't even have to be an interview. It could be a conversation, a text message, or anything. You always have timestamps that you can go back to. And that was how it was yesterday when I could share my experience with the nonprofit in the 2 years. And then 1 year later, it's before the season. And then the year after that, I'm doing shows. I'm doing what's up, Raul? I'm doing music. I'm doing all this different type of stuff now. That wouldn't have been able to be completed if I didn't go through those 2 or 3 months of, I don't know where I want to go. I don't know what I want to do. And I just feel, you know, and I feel like I understand your mindset and where you were at that point in time. And I can reassure you that where you're at now is going to be something you laugh at 4 months, 5 months from now. Let alone a year, you know?
Definitely been through those moments, like a lot of times. And I feel like I'm more of a person that likes to be solo in my room a lot of times, like whether I could be talking to myself or writing to myself, and that's just like it's just great therapy for me as a whole. Like it's just great therapy because like a lot of things you may not understand from the past, but like when you really like have those moments where you try to sit down and understand what goes on, I don't know, I mean, think about it. Like when you're not in college and you know, already working and you don't have that time to really sit down and stop, it's like everything's just happening.
Yeah.
Feel me? Everything's just happening. And you don't have a time to really stop and think and be like. So yeah, I mean, I appreciate those moments. You feel me?
Yeah, bro. And I feel like we can go on and on because, you know, it's deeper than just what we're doing per se. It's also what we're perceiving and how we're using what we're perceiving to manifest.
Yeah.
But my next question to you is, what are things you are interested in doing? I wouldn't say what you're doing right now, but what would you be interested in at this point in time?
Like what you mean?
So, for example, like I play video games, but that's not really something I want to do as a career, but it's just something that interests me. Or I do puzzles on the side and whatnot, you know?
I mean, I'm definitely interested in music just because I write a lot. And just because like when I hear music, I really do actually like learning a lot about that shit. And then like YouTube most definitely because I just want to learn how to edit videos. Like I feel like if I know how to edit videos right and I can do that thing anytime that I want, I just have fun with it and just do it regardless.
Right.
What like it's like what better way to do it, to do something that you love, right? And the more you grind, and then eventually you start getting easy like bread from it, and you don't even feel like you're working for real. You're just doing, you know, what you love. So
I'm fortunate where I can say that I'm not residual yet, but I've had situations where I'm doing what I want. I'm doing what I normally do anyway, with my boys, my people,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm able to make bread off that and monetize off that. I can't. I don't have time. Then once that happens, I don't have time to worry about all this other bullshit. I don't have time to worry about what my peers from 4 years ago are doing. I don't have time to worry about what celebrities are doing because I'm making bread. You know,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
for real.
Oh,
Yeah.
also, one other thing that's important is like a lot of people, or I just want to say like this is like a common mindset. It's like, you know how you want to get somewhere so bad, but then like once you finally get there, either you hit a point or you're not in that mindset that's like you want to keep on going. You know what I mean? Like some people, they get there and then they just stop. You know what I'm
Complacency,
saying? And like
comfortability.
and for me, like I actually like I just realized that and was like, yo, like I do need to develop this mindset that I'm already trying to make sure that I keep on going no matter what. So like as soon as I kick off, I'm already going. I don't have to ever think like, oh, what's my next? Because I like the shit. I mean, I just be having shit planned out. It's funny.
Yes, sir.
The phone is the phone is like you know iPhone notes and stuff
Yeah,
like
I
that.
use that every day.
I never started using them until like this year. Like it's been like Google Drive and everything's been on like Google Docs and shit. Like that's where I was writing all my stuff.
Yeah,
So
because it's just like, you know, it's just like an interview or it's a timestamp. I can always go back to things from a year ago that I forgot about, and it just so happens to link with a purpose or an idea that I need to complete. Man, I tell you, dude, nothing's a coincidence. The minute,
honestly,
yeah,
yo,
nothing's a coincidence, bro. But touch on that. Touch on why you believe that.
why I believe nothing is a
Yeah.
coincidence. Hey, man. I mean, for me personally, it goes back to the spirituality thing. But I do want to say, like, I don't know, everything has a reason, bro. That like to me, everything has a reason. I don't know, like I be paying attention to things, and it's hold on a second.
Yeah,
My
you
bad.
good. You good. By the way, everybody that's tuned in right now, this is Mr. ENIAC, where thinker, spiritual king, and future content creator, sharing his insight on the spirit, protecting energies, the importance of patience and whatnot. I appreciate everybody that's tuned in right now. But go back to what you were saying, bro.
All right, so just like how I said, I be paying attention to my dreams and stuff. I just be paying attention to like now it just deja vu. Like let's start with that deja vu. I be feeling before it used to be like, dang, like you know how you have that wow moment where you be like that's deja vu. Like you remember that from wherever, whether it's like a dream or it's just familiar to you. But now it happens so much that I just be feeling regular about it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I
don't know. It's more like understanding that we really, and I know this is gonna, I don't know if it's gonna tick people off, but I really do be feeling like as much as we feel like we know stuff, I don't think that we really do know like everything that we think we know.
Oh
You
yeah.
feel me?
That if that ticks anybody off, it proves your point. Yeah, bro. But
Yeah.
that's the humility aspect. I feel like the humility and knowledge. All right, bro. Here's the thing. Knowledge is power.
Humility has been a big part of my life. I'm just gonna say that, but I want to throw that out there. That's like my what I want to say. That's like the thing that's like one of the most important things that I hold in myself, humility. Because I feel like I have to have that, or like that keeps me in check. You feel what I'm saying?
Of course, it's every day. I tell my boys this all the time. We in our life, we're put on lifetime probation with ourselves. We're supposed to constantly be addressing ourselves and addressing where we're at, assessing ourselves where we're at.
Yeah.
Understanding what we're doing correct, our strengths, and what we're doing wrong, our bad habits that we need to cut. I'm telling you, humility is a big part in that. You're able to sit down with yourself, put your hands up, and be like, listen, I don't know everything. I'm not this person. I try to portray myself on the socials. Let me sit back. Let me find out what I want to complete. Let me stay away for. I had to do that. I had to get away for a little bit. It seems, and here's the thing: it seems like I'm always on, like moving, but it's really not. It's not me, my face. I'm just putting out content. But that took years and years of understanding. I don't have to be in the mix all the time. to get my point across. It's more about these conversations we're having now. The energy from this conversation hopefully will carry on to somebody that will need it whenever time they need it. This is all just let me not say prophecy, but it's a form of prophecy, just seeing things that we say now come into existence. God, you know?
Yeah.
My last question to you, bro, you know, because this is probably one of the best sit-down interviews we had on the show by far. You know what I mean? Really sit back, really, you know, ideas and our mindsets off from one another. So I appreciate that. My last question to you is, what piece of advice will you give somebody that's in your shoes, as somebody that may not have started, you know, what they want to complete just yet, but they have the mindset to complete it?
Damn. You know why I want to slow down with that? I don't want to like be like personally. I be feeling like I'm I don't know. I'm just like an oddball from like people. Like all right. So I would say, first of all, I would definitely say stay true to yourself. Don't try to front. Don't try, you know, don't try to do what you know you're not comfortable with. Just always stay true to yourself and do what makes you want to learn more about whatever you're doing. But you're saying like what ways you can motivate yourself?
Anything, bro. Yeah, that works too. How do you motivate yourself?
Damn, I mean, shit. I'm not trying to. I ain't trying to come back to this house. You feel me? Because like there's a lot of family issues going on, and so like I'm just trying to make sure I have a way of just building money in like not. I mean, it's not necessarily money, but it's like doing what I want to do. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Because Nigerian parents and my fellow Nigerians know this. Nigerian parents will try to like force you. It's not just Nigerian parents; it's foreign parents in general, or it's parents in general. But like in my situation, you know, I have Nigerian parents, and they do try to force a lot of ideas on you and force you to, you know, the normal go to school, get a degree, doctor, engineer, lawyer. You know what I mean? And if you say anything else, it's like that doesn't mean anything to you. That doesn't mean anything to them. Let's say.
Word.
And I think for my situation, I don't really have like an actual like relationship with my dad, right? And it's there, it's a little bit there with my mom, but I wish I had it with my dad, like because like you know, your father's supposed to like pass down a lot of stuff to you, teach you stuff, and it's also awkward because like he's been here this whole time, but like we hadn't had that bond. You feel what I'm saying? Like he's there in front of me, but he's not really like involved. So it's just a really weird situation. But that motivates me. Like like hearing a lot of the negative stuff from him, and even though he's been through a lot, I'm sure he's been through a lot and hasn't shared like everything with me. And that type of shit motivates me to want to be better. Bottom line, be better. Like it just motivates me to want to chase what I want to do and not make the mistake of just settling. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do want to be able to, you know, build for the generations after me, and I'm not too worried about proving it wrong no more. I mean, it's really all about what I'm trying to see, what I'm trying to share with my family. It's not more so about like, oh, I'm trying to prove you wrong anymore, because like originally it was like, you know, I'm trying to see what's wrong with you. I'm trying to see how I can mold this relationship back. But like, I mean, the dude's 70,
Right.
so you know what I mean? I've had those moments where I do have to sit down and understand, like, yo, everybody comes from different places. Everybody has like and real
the humility aspect.
What was that? Yeah, that too. That barely exists around here. But but I do want to say, like, everyone does have like different places that they come from. You just gotta respect that. You know, it's hard. It's a hard thing to grasp. Like, yo, this is like, you know, this is supposed to be like my old man, but it's hard thing to grasp that, you know, even though you can't have that what you want, whether it's a relationship or whatever. I don't know. I mean, I still forgive him a lot of times. I still love him, and I still try to use he sacrificed a lot. So it's like, I gotta, you know, make that count. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
bro,
yeah,
I feel like this is hands down probably the best interview we had, bro. And I respect you being able to. Well, yo, shout out Cartier. What's up, bro? What's up, Marcus?
yeah.
Bro, I just appreciate you coming on. Not being afraid to share your experiences and share just your scenarios around you, but also after that giving advice and giving pointers to those that may be in that situation or outside of the equation. So get off, bro. Let them know how you.
I mean, I'll be back another week. You feel me? I'll be back another
All right,
week.
perfect. Let them know where to follow you at, bro.
I'm not going to do that yet. That's that I don't want to do that yet. This is why. Like, I feel like when you want to say, follow me at this, you gotta have shit to show.
Right.
You feel me? And I am turning 20 on Tuesday. So
July birthday.
Me,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
it's 28. So me and a little photographer got something. I'm trying to see what I can do. Just a little post or whatever. But like the next time I come on your show, which should be, I mean, it's still gonna be like to September or whatever.
Yeah, every
right?
Friday at 8 p.m. Yep.
Yeah. So like I'm gonna try to, like, when I do come back, that's when I try to be like, follow me here. But right now, I'm gonna just like, stay cool in.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna be straight. You feel me? I'm gonna be straight.
Hey.
But I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you for even giving people this platform to even talk on. You feel me? Like,
hey, man.
like
I do this stuff for y'all. I appreciate you being on, man. It don't work without y'all.
I appreciate you. I appreciate Frank. Whoever else in the bill doing stuff like this.
Of course. Yeah. Shout out everybody, putting in work. Everybody doing it, man, including yourself. So I'll see you next week, hopefully. I'm going to see you over the next couple weeks, no doubt.
All right, bro.
Yep. You stay safe as well. All right, everybody. As he gets off, once again, that was my boy Eni. He provided a lot of great content to everybody. Once again, a lot of great advice, a lot of great pointers. So, I just, everybody that's on the show, we do this every week, man. We do this every Friday. 8 p.m. Bringing people. We talk about music. We talk about motivation. We talk about just what's on your mind, man. So, as we leave out, we're going to leave out this show tonight. I'm going to just end it off with a celebration once again. You can find me on SoundCloud at CozyClyde. You can find me on Instagram at CozyClyde. You can find me on YouTube at CozyClyde TV. We're just going to keep rocking out. Let's do it. After I turn on the speaker. After I turn on the speaker. All right, I'm gonna take you off for the timestamp, bro, or for the.
All right, bro.
Be safe. Much love. Yep, it's gonna be one of those type of shows. Hey, man, everybody, if I can give one piece of advice, Eni had said the same thing. Even when you don't have every single resource available to you at that point in time, learn to make do with what you have in the beginning stages. Make that what you call a routine. Make that a habit, because trust me when I tell you, there's always going to be times where it's a little iffy at first, and that's perfectly okay. So just keep rocking out. Keep bringing your people on.
Ladies and gentlemen,
you have time to.
I'd like to welcome you again to
Make
another
sure you
presentation.
celebrate.
The third one on
See
the
y'all
way.
next week.
I'd like to present to you Mr.
Big announcement tomorrow. Be on my page tomorrow. Big announcement.
Yes. I'm glad you made it to the ceremony. Introduction. I now go by the name of Cozy in the flesh, but my team is coming right at your neck. So if you about the music biz, better be coming correct. Rule number 1, we only manifest in here. Rule number 2, I need a fan section in here. After the meetings and the paperwork in here, I had to recognize that Clyde, you probably couldn't pick a better career. Now let's establish. Last semester blew in my face, making an effort for these niggas. Had to put in their place. I digress. Doesn't mean that I'm accepting for less. It doesn't mean my team can double up and get to the checks. It don't mean if we quadruple, we stupid, my nigga. It probably mean that we the best of the best. Big wing shit. Might go take a trip to the sky. Real wing shit. Never fold on my family ties. That's real king shit. I got the love for you, baby. I need it all back.
What's good, Nate?
I I got the Hennessy, baby, you rockin' all black.
Clock tells me we got 2 minutes left.
And guarantee
So
I got
as
the
we leave
swag
out
to
tonight,
reunite the nation.
I just want to thank everybody again for showing out,
So grab your glass, have a seat, let's have a celebration.
providing their
Mood
content,
switches.
providing their advice.
I made it easy for you.
I need
niggas,
some
y'all can
feast
feel
that.
the message.
Yes, sir.
Merchandise,
Nah, I got
a
you.
website.
Man,
Now in
Cozy
my
around
own
my
isn't
forehead.
even a question. Now look, why my people have the habit to hate? Why I gotta put my life into this music so that y'all can relate. Facing my fears, that's a sticky situation. To face accountability, there's always hesitation. So I gotta put the drugs down. Can I look for love now? Cause my time is ticking. Where the
You can find me on SoundCloud,
Trying to
man.
moonwalk
Go
to the
tune
greatest
in.
satisfaction, but my happiness a fraction. That's a negative reaction. But I love my brothers, they my brothers for life. Through the trial and the hate, we gon' see through the light. And I swear that it's a blessing. Collaboration was destined. Had to do it for my man, so we gon' be teaching lessons like that. I got the love for you, baby. I need it all back. I got the Hennessy, baby. You rockin' all black. And guarantee I got the swag to reunite the nation. So grab your glass, have a seat, let's have a celebration. Pull up, bring it back, come rewind. Never had to sweat it, cause we do it all the time. You can sense some plagiarism when they staring at you. Cause they the type to take it so and they would never ask you. You gotta ask them why they
See y'all
hating on
next
me.
Friday, man.
Is it the
Y'all
top
stay cozy.
ambition? And you know I stayed with it. It was like you wasn't waiting.